Good for them.
It is. Now I'm recording, though. Ugh. Anyway, fuck, it's been 2 weeks. I have to do a summary. I think the last thing that happened last week was you traveled to Felmore because the... Fuck, actually, let's go a bit further back. The Resistance wanted you guys to stop a ritual that was taking place just behind the Fortress of Felmore. You went there, you made your way through a cave thing, got fucked up by a crocodile or some shit. Travis missed his critical hit, which is hilarious. Oh, never stop being funny. And stop this ritual by killing his guards, or soldiers rather. You then travel back, and within a day or so of you returning to Loftport, you were summoned by the Crown to investigate these soldiers' mysterious death. Upon arriving at Felmore, instead of being taken to the cave where you did do the murder, you were taken to a glade instead, where the people of Felmore insisted that this, where these soldiers had died on a routine patrol. However, being tasked with finding someone to blame for this, you guys had to think of something, anyone to pass the blame on. And knowing that the area was, well known for orc raids, you scattered around basically aimlessly until you found a bunch of orcs, which you sent some soldiers in to fight, who got massacred, and then you massacred the orcs. You guys are the bad guys.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You then planted some evidence on the orcs, told them they were the ones who did do it, and then you fucked off back to Loftport with a job well done. No one any the wiser. You didn't raise any suspicions with the Crown when you returned with the words you said. None at all. They still think you're the good guys.
Not at all. We've played them for a fool.
They are completely unaware.
Our ruse is unbeatable. Unseeable.
Anyway. Oh yes, and just before we finished up last time, Kelly did a bit of digging around, a bit of words, his contacts in the Thieves Guild in Loftport. For the party has begrudgingly decided that they want to revive Mycelium. No, wait, Arvir. There's too many of you guys. Mycelium died. They want to begrudgingly revive Arvir. And so knowing that, these sites that previously held these magic stones generally contained enough power to bring back the dead, Mycelium started asking around about any such locations, and through very lucky rolls, was able to find rumors of one place somewhere south of the Swift Foam River in the Greenwall Forest. Is such a place. And that's where we left it. But I'll take you guys to your room. And I'll play some music.
Fucking stupid music.
So,
why is Greg in our room?
Yeah, why not? He can be. Yeah, he's allowed. The Crown knows of Greg in the sense of he's a guy you guys hired. That's fine. But Travis, would you like to roll for me a D100? Oh, that's another thing. Can I get everyone to roll a D4? Some of you may have to roll twice. Oh, that's an interesting thing.
What?
Okay. That's good. Oh fuck! That's what I forgot
There
to
you
do.
go.
So
Roll
I
D4.
forgot to get the
There you go.
things.
Wow, we hit all the numbers. Nice.
Perfect. That's good to know. Let me write that down.
I win.
Doshi is 1. My Kellen is 3. Saga City is 4. And Greg is 2. Good to know. But yes, so yeah, is there anything you guys would like to do?
Well, I guess we were planning to go and retrieve Arvir.
Yeah, you want to do any prep for that?
All right. Well, we'll need to
Now-
find him.
Have we talked to the resistance about trying to revive Arvir?
So say that again.
I don't know.
Have we talked to the resistance about trying to revive Arvir?
I'm
I'm asking this out of character.
I don't believe so. Not that I remember, anyway.
Okay. Well, I think we should ask the resistance for any information about where we could potentially revive Arvir across the map, and gather the supplies necessary from there.
So you broke up a little bit there. What was it?
I was saying we should probably ask the resistance if they know of any place in the world where we could more easily revive Arvir. And prepare from what any information they might give us.
Oh yeah. So we don't have to roleplay too much of that, but they'll basically say the only places they know where you can revive someone are not on this continent.
Well, yeah, we know that. That's what I was asking. What would be the closest place to go?
Sail east until you find the next continent, or sail south. East is closer because you guys are halfway up the continent. But yeah, that's all they've got. They don't know. They would know about these kind of magic sites more because of Doshi's brother having mentioned it. But yeah, brain needs to work. But yeah, they don't know where any of those locations are at all. Actually, they might know about vaguely about the one you guys are going to, but they know as much as you guys do. Yeah, nothing easier.
Right. Well, in any case, we need to retrieve his body first.
His body is surely decomposed by now.
Oh, well, we left it in the rust.
It would be fitted in a crate.
Well, you do have his dick and balls. By which
Yeah,
means
we
Just
Saga
revive him into
City.
his dick and balls.
Yeah,
Just revive him into his dick and balls.
he's going to be very prone to sexually transmitted diseases, but otherwise,
His sentient cock.
hmm.
And I'm not talking no chicken.
Ah.
Ah!
His resurrection curse will be that all of his skin across his entire body will be ball sack skin.
Looks like taint.
Yeah. And it grows pubic hair all over his body.
Oh god, it's disgusting.
His
And
arm
it's
hair
like the
just-
kind of pubic hair where you've been shaving for a long ass time, so it's all nice and stiff.
No, it's like real fucked up pubic hair. It's like all bent and curly and just fucked up.
We done?
For now.
For now.
Okay. So yes, yeah,
I
the
think our
resistance.
best course of action is to get him a new body. I mean, we could go and look for his body if we want to, but I have a feeling it's going to be decomposed, at least partially.
Well, perhaps it doesn't truly matter in what state it's in. As long as we have as much of his body as there is, as possible. Who knows?
Maybe.
It's probably better to have his stick and balls skeleton than just having his stick and balls.
That's true. That's true.
Actually, Ashley,
Well-
do you want to roll for Arvir's dick size? While we're here.
No.
So 1 through 12 if you roll. So you roll a d12.
I just roll d20. You right there, Asher?
No, I'm dying.
Yeah, well, I was telling everyone how you used to drink like fuck tons
He
of energy
sounds like
drink.
the king from Shrek, where he's like, I'm done.
Oh god.
Someone better be dying.
That was actually funny when I first saw that. Someone better be dying. I'm dying, Shrek. Classic movie.
Oh, so good. I wish I could rewatch that movie for the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's lots of things like that. Like, I wish I could play Breath of the Wild for the first time again.
Yeah. I wish I could play Skyrim for the first time again.
See,
Oh,
I actually remember when I first played Skyrim, like, because it came out like a week before the next Assassin's Creed game, and I was like really into Assassin's Creed at the time. So, like, I played Skyrim for about a week, but didn't get fully into it because I just like instantly went to Assassin's Creed instead. And even though it was a shit Assassin's Creed, it kind of like broke the flow and like the addiction of Skyrim, if that makes sense. And I never really got
Yeah.
into it.
That's sad.
It is. Such a shit Assassin's Creed game as well. It's fucking Revelations or whatever the last one with Ezio is. So bad.
Oh,
when they
yikes.
stopped using Ezio, that's when it got shit.
No, Assassin's Creed 3 is great, and Black Flag was the best one.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I think personally for me, Assassin's Creed 3 was the best with Connor.
Yeah, like,
It's probably North American bias, but you know,
no, like, Assassin's Creed 3 was like a good game. It's like the second best.
fuck, it's
Assassin's
so
Creed
good.
game, in my
I've
opinion.
played it like 3 or 4 times.
Like just the steps forward they took in like the gameplay and all that were like was like, at the time fucking fantastic. Like they really evolved the gameplay of the Assassin's Creed franchise fucking well.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
the Hatchet was so fun.
Now I want to play Assassin's Creed 3. What?
I want to play you.
Oh. So what? We're gonna go get Arvir's corpse now. We're gonna prepare for that.
I believe that would be the best for now. Then perhaps we can persuade our allies to conduct some research into suitable places for his return.
We've been over that already. Fuck's
Yep.
sake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should go and do it now.
Like the
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Mike Kelly, like I didn't RP it, but Mike Kelly already like went to the Resistance, and they basically told him what he already knew. Sorry,
Yep.
burping at the same time, which was They think there is another place of power somewhere below the Swift Foam River inside the Greenwall Forest. They don't know any more specifics than that.
Right. What I was saying is, we could ask them to, while we were retrieving Arvir's body, to research it a little more.
They won't do that.
Right.
Yeah, because like the only way they could research it more is like to send people there. But like they don't really have the people to spare. Like at least not people they are confident would be able to overcome, the challenges that they are certain would be there. Basically, your brother's not there, Doshi.
And he's just pulling all the fucking weight there.
He is like he's probably like the second strongest like member. Not that you know that, but yes.
Right.
But
Well,
yeah.
then
So
the question is just, how do we believe the resurrection will work? Do we need as much of his body as possible, or not? Is it irrelevant? Do we want to be on the safe side, or do we just
I think
go
we should-
for it?
I think we should get his body, because if we do this whole resurrection thing and then he gets fucking resurrected into a fucking pot, like some fucking furniture nearby or something,
just break all the furniture before you
Next thing
do
you
the
know,
magic.
you gotta turn him over to Lowe's Furniture Goods.
Literally. Fucking
I don't think that
give him to the
exists in
nearest
Australia.
hardware store.
I don't think we have those here.
Never heard of it.
Should just
But
said
I
IKEA.
understood the joke nonetheless.
I've heard of it. I've seen like references to it. It has an E on the end. Anyway.
Right.
Um,
So, we'll retrieve his body.
Okay. Well, before you guys even head off, I'm going to take you back. Actually, I don't really take you back to the map. Does anyone know exactly where Arvir's body is?
In my
Well, we know the general area.
It was up. It was above Adel. I'm pretty sure we would remember the exact area we buried Arvir.
I don't think you'd know the exact location. That's very
Well,
hard
we-
to do.
I mean,
We
the
buried him.
exact, but
Yeah, that's
we-
it. I would assume your characters would know like the general area, which is not above Adel, but like west of like the northernmost part of Adel, essentially.
Yeah. We buried him right where we left the weird house.
I don't think you buried him. I don't remember
Look,
any effort to
we threw him. We threw him in a snow mound.
I don't think you even did that. I think you just left his body there.
We did.
And it happened to be
know
snowing.
we buried
threw
him
him
in
in a
snow.
snow mound.
We did
Oh,
bury
okay.
him in snow.
You threw some snow over him. Great. So I don't remember what time of year it was, or is. Because I have mentioned it before, but I keep forgetting, and I think I
It
keep
was
changing it.
winter, I'm pretty sure.
Winter?
winter
Pretty sure it
of
was like fall, winter.
1782.
No, because I'm pretty sure I
Or-
specifically said, like, if it was winter when you guys went up there, it would have been a lot worse.
Oh, it might have been spring then. It's either spring or autumn.
Let's go with spring. It's spring now.
Spring now, motherfuckers!
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like, you guys have to know the general location of where he is, but it's like, yeah, I suppose, like, yeah, you know the general location, so you can start heading up there. And, I'll now take you to the map. And yeah, again, we'll kind of like gloss over a lot of this because not much really happens. You spend 5 days getting to here, which is the town you went to last time, where Arvir was very famously worried about leaving his horses because he thought they were going to be eaten. And this kind of
Yes.
small fairly shitty, fairly dirty town where, you know, you see a lot of like hungry people. It's think like low class America. It's that. The people don't look great there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and you guys remember you crossed the river, and then you kind of like followed the chain of mountains up vaguely north for a while before then turning west and going in. But this is the part where like we know roughly the direction, but like when did we turn west? You know, how far west did we go? All that kind of shit. Like, and you know, like what angle? Like, say turn west. Like, was that at 90 degrees? Then it's like dead west, or it's like slightly off. All that kind of shit. You're gonna have to make for me either nature or survival checks, and this is going to be a hard challenge. Because yeah, like there's no like obviously like there's no tracks anymore. It's been like a good few weeks since you've been up there, and you know, while it's spring and the snow is melting, there's still a lot of snow up that far north, and so any kind of tracks you made have been completely dissolved, removed, whatever.
Well, I will shift, and I will make a survival check.
Go for it.
At advantage.
Apparently. Wait, how? Read for me the shift stuff, because if it's like sense and shit, how does this work?
It gives me advantage on all wisdom checks.
That doesn't make sense, but whatever.
I mean, it's senses. It's my senses.
Yeah, but this is more memory than senses.
Well, then it's not fucking survival, is it?
No, it's still survival. It's still like noticing your surroundings more than anything. I suppose, yeah. But it's like also like comparing the surroundings to when you did it last time. It doesn't matter though. You rolled the same result.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
What am I supposed to be rolling? Survival or
Or nature?
nature? Nope.
Okay. Greg, because I'm going to assume that you're there, Greg. You were there last time.
Greg is Greg along.
I'd probably be rolling at disadvantage, though, I assume.
No, why would you assume that?
Because I wasn't there when they buried the corpse.
Oh shit, you're right. You weren't there. You probably
Why would
can't.
you say that, Asher? Why would you say that? You gotta be honest.
Yeah, actually, no, you're right. Greg probably wouldn't make the roll at all because this is all about like remembering the way you went last time.
Okay.
Why would you say that?
I'll allow you to give the help action to Saga City or Mike Kelly, as they're the only one. Like, yeah, because it makes no sense giving it to Doshi. You can use your help action if you like, just to go. You know, this is the more kind of likely way that you would have gone last time. You know, based on like the lay of the land and shit like that.
Alright, yeah, I'll give the help action to Saga City.
Saga City, you say? Okay, so meaning he rolled an 11 and a 15.
Oh, you're gonna use that?
Yeah, that's.
Well, I'll
yeah.
use it over my Kelly.
Oh.
Woo!
Fuck's sake.
Use it on Saga City. Use it on Saga City. Don't use it on me. I'm not good with nature. I'm a city boy. Come on.
Okay, for the shits and giggles.
I'm very nice. I'm going to let Saga City roll again. If Saga City
again.
wishes.
There you go.
Oh, you lucky sons of a bitches. 20 was the DC.
Oh, yeah.
So, you guys bumble around up there for like a whole day, and you make like no progress. Like several times, you start like you think, I think this is where we head west. I recognize that tree. You start heading west, but then you quite quickly realize, fuck, I don't recognize any of these trees. And then you have to backtrack a bit. You go a bit further north, and you repeat the process several times. And you spend a whole day, and you're still like east of the mountains before you make camp. And it is not a comfortable camp you make. I give you a level of exhaustion, but it's not going to make a huge difference. But like you guys wake up, you're freezing, you're shivering, you have like all your clothes on at the same time. You're having a miserable
I'm
time.
not freezing.
Yes, you are.
No,
See, I
because
like
I
to
have
think of,
I have boots of the Winterlands.
I like to think I'm using his cock as like a dowsing rod.
Yeah, that explains why it took you a whole day of like just nothing happening. But one
Like, the closer
day,
we get to his body, the more his cock vibrates or some shit.
no, for some reason the rest of the party goes along with this absolutely batshit crazy idea of Saga Cities. But the following day, probably like around lunchtime,
It's a water secret.
a gust of wind blows, and his flaccid penis kind of like blows towards the west. And Saga goes, this must be where we turn in, and it happens to be right.
You're so stupid.
It is very
It's so-
stupid.
It's the Arvir Seeker.
Yeah, it's trying to return to its master.
It's the One Ring.
The one cock ring.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was drinking. One cock ring to rule them all. One cock ring to find them. Anyway,
Son of a bitch.
so it probably gets like late evening when you come across that frozen pond, and there you see a skeletal hand reaching out of the snow. Not as if Arvir had like come back to life briefly and tried to crawl his way out and then died again, but more like scavengers had come along, dug up the body, and eaten large chunks of it, and then it just snowed some more. And you remove the snow on top of Arvir's body, and there is very little flesh left on those bones, if any. And you can see a lot of those bones have been gnawed at. Some of the larger ones have even been cracked open and the marrow sucked out.
Well then, good thing I've got this chest with me. That is just the right size for a human set of bones.
And we
That's
can fold
all
'em up,
neatly
too.
packed up.
Yeah, you can follow them up.
We could disassemble him.
Yeah, exactly.
a
My
Lego
chest
set.
is the exact size for like a packed up human skeleton.
What's so probably a lot of the cartilage and ligaments would still be there because they wouldn't have been eaten. And then
I'll just cut that up.
okay, never mind.
I'm not
mean,
removing it. I'm
What's
just
the
cutting
worst that's gonna happen?
You're gonna kill him again,
He doesn't have
obviously.
any muscle or,
Gonna
or
double die.
organs or anything.
So yeah,
Anyway,
With that, you have
the box
one-
He goes.
you have one tiefling skeleton. Oh, that's the thing. You probably actually
Alright, I'll add it to my inventory.
just below where his spine meets his pelvis. It's almost as if the spine extends a little bit more, but only for, one or two vertebrae.
Just cut
All
those
right.
off.
Don't need those. Okay, fair enough.
I'll just shave the skull down too. So the horns are completely flat,
Wow. Wow.
Oh boy.
Well, that's the thing. He was previously a bit like Hellboy, but he was able to hide it with his hair and what have you. But yeah, it's.
But
you-
now
you-
I'm just doing him a favor at this point, really. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
to remove all the tiefling traits.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, you pack the skeleton away, and I assume you'll spend another night there before hightailing her back to civilization. So you spend like another like incredibly cold, uncomfortable night. You would have 2 levels of exhaustion now. In fact, oh god, burping.
Do I also have those? Because I have the boots of the Winterlands.
I'll give you just. You can have just 1. Yeah, like
yeah.
like 2 halves. But yeah. So, and yeah, the following morning, you just like now that you no longer have to be careful, you just like book it back to that town that you were at before, and it only takes you about a day to get back to that town. As you move like the wind to get to like warmth and civilization, and I assume you stay at the inn there, if only to be warm. So yeah, like mark off a silver or some shit. I don't fucking know or care. And then yeah, 5 days after that. Actually, that's a question. Now that you have his skeleton, do you go back to Lothport or do you try to just make your way dead south?
I would imagine we would not head back to Lothport. We could just start heading towards the
Yeah.
temple or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
My body is a temple.
Sure.
One of those.
We are chiseled gods.
One of those Thai temples, though, where it's like it's filled with monkeys and shit.
What?
Sure.
He's saying he's being racist towards you, Roman.
I was about to say,
Oh,
you calling me a
Jesus.
fucking monkey is racist.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that.
That was not
Ooh.
the intention, but I
You
will.
call a black
I
man
will-
a monkey.
Classic
I will
European.
It was not the intention, but I will allow you to make that interpretation on your own.
It's funny because you're.
So he's allowing the black man to make his own interpretation.
How
Okay.
generous, Master. Oh,
Fucking
Europeans, am I
I
right?
am a generous god.
God
I
damn
was gonna say
Europeans.
something about the Dutch starting the slave trade, but I forgot he's Danish, not Dutch. So
Same
it's
difference.
unfortunate.
Honestly, what is
Yeah, I
it?
was gonna say it's close enough, really.
I mean, we were actually one of the first European countries to abolish slavery.
Hey, guess
wow,
what?
good
We
for
were
you.
actually one of the first to, give them the option to do what they want.
Hey,
we
guess what?
actually we realized they were humans before anyone else did.
Australia
I
never got
mean-
involved in the international slave trade, so go fuck yourselves.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Look,
Wouldn't
yeah,
go as far
because
as
you were the
recognizing them
fucking
as
subjects of
humans.
it.
They're not quite humans yet. We're just
Oh
shutting them
yeah,
up.
actually, wasn't Hitler inspired by Danish like eugenics? I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah, who knows?
like
Most of Europe is
measuring-
fucked in the head.
think so.
Yeah, like that whole thing of like measuring people's skulls to go like you're an inferior race and shit like that. That was Danish. That was originally Danish. Danish scientists came up with that.
Not
Confirmed
sure
Delta
about
is
that.
Hitler.
I am.
Citation needed.
Apparently, like you guys used to discriminate against Greenland. You bastards.
I mean, yeah. Shall we just get it on the table that literally every country in the history of the entirety of the human race has always discriminated against someone?
Yeah, but you Europeans did it worse. You Europeans.
I mean, we just kind of used the tools at our disposal.
No, you invented new tools.
Yeah,
That's what you
but
did.
we did that with the tools at our disposal.
Can we get back to D&D, please?
We used the
We're
tools at
on
our
stream
disposal.
talking about murdering millions of people, and we're like, no, we didn't invent that. That was somebody else. Can we just go back to? Can we just go back to the game?
Oh, sure. But interesting that you guys don't pick up supplies. Actually, do you guys have rations?
Yeah, I have a shit ton of fucking rations.
Because like, while you spent some like, I'd say you probably spent most of your nights at like an inn on your way up. You would probably still use like at least 2, maybe even 3 rations on your like this entire journey up just to collect Arvir's body. So
Cool.
everyone needs to
I
mark
still
off.
have 10,
Okay,
so
sure.
We're good.
Well then I'll stop bothering. But yeah, in that case, I have a question. Are you guys going to head south via the roads, or are you just going to follow the edge of the Green Wall and just run south, like in a direct line?
Let's see.
I'll do whatever the party thinks is best. I don't really have an opinion on that one.
I think the best way would be to follow the edge of the green wall, because I think we'll be able to. There should be more roads on the edge there. Right.
No, I mean you can see the map, right? They're the
Yeah.
main roads. So there's not really. Oh, I suppose there'd be like some minor roads along the edge of the Green Wall, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty minor.
Yeah, I think that would be better. It's both got more roads, but it's also a bit more out of the way. I mean, it's kind of a win-win. So that is what we will do.
So I mean, first you have to go east of this town a little bit, just to do the crossing there. But after that, you can just start heading directly south. And initially, you're just cutting across open grassland and rolling. Well, it's very hilly grassland, so maybe not open, but yeah, you're just cutting across very hilly grassland as you make your way south. But you kind of cut in at an angle, and you actually come very close to Doshi, to your old hometown. Your old hometown was on the edge of the northern part of Greenwall Forest.
Yeah.
Does that actually, before you go this way, would that have affected Doshi's decision of which way the party should go?
Hey, I've got an AFK for 10 minutes. I'll be right back. You guys just continue on without me.
All right. He would definitely make sure not to stray from the road.
I mean, there is a road that leads to your town. So,
yes, and he will not go down there.
It's your town's probably roughly up here, but the road doesn't go further north. The road basically ends there. So if you kind of cut across, you can basically hit that town and then work your way south, or you can go south a bit further, then cut in west. At which point you probably might as well follow the main road until it gets to this town, take the western branch, and then follow the Greenwall Forest going south. Up to you, though.
I think we'll go with. I think we'll just stick to the edge and just keep moving south.
Okay, so you do get relatively close to your town. There are certain parts where you recognize the landscape from your childhood. You didn't go there too frequently, but on your way to Adel, or just for some reason you left a bad day's travel out from your town or whatever, for whatever reason. Yeah, so you start recognizing a bit of the terrain, and you know that if you simply head west from here, you could get to your home in a day or something. But yeah, you carry on south, maybe very purposely looking dead ahead or east, never looking west. You then travel further south until you swing out wide enough that when you then kind of get onto the road, you're not too close to your town. Then you just follow that road dead south. But the thing is, it'd probably take you a good. Actually, fuck, you guys have horses. God, I keep forgetting you have horses. Yeah, no, that's right. I'm doing based on horses. Yeah, so you probably get halfway to the border on your first night. And yeah, you kind of camp there for the night. And who's taking watches in the night? You didn't really have to take watches on your way north because you were just staying at inns most of the time, and it was relatively safe. Now that you knew in the more kind of less traveled, more rural parts, keeping watch is probably a good idea. So obviously, Mike Kellyan's going to keep watch all the time, but is anyone else going to be keeping watch?
I mean, I'll take a watch, I guess.
I take watches.
Okay. In that case, so I'll get when are you taking the watches? And I'll roll for Mike Kellyan's watch. Technically, it should be passive perception, but rolling's fun.
I'll take a watch around midnight.
Okay, it's the middle watch. What about Greg?
The late watch again.
Alright. So both of you guys, you make perception checks. Or you can use your passive perception. If you prefer to use your passive, that's fine. Yep.
Hey.
So none of you guys kind of see anything, but Doshi, in the dead of the night, when the forest is relatively quiet and things like that, you do hear rustling of things moving through the trees, well, the shrubs, whatever, but only very briefly and only fairly far away, and that's all you notice.
I'll keep my attention in that direction, and I'll let Greg know, and I'll let Greg know when it's his time for watch, and of course I'll let Mike Killian know as well.
Yeah, so you're the only one that seems to be able to pick up on this with your cat person hearing, but you only really hear Doshi's a furry. But yeah, you only hear 2 or 3 times in the night, and then the other 2 just don't hear it at all at any point.
Legally deaf.
And but nothing happened during the night. You guys wake up and you continue traveling south. And by the afternoon of the second day, you kind of make it onto one of these main roads that then leads down to Lake Air. And I would imagine, so you have another choice here. You can either go to Greenwald Shire and catch a ferry, and they'll be able to kind of take you directly across, or maybe even down to this town here, where you can then continue traveling, or you can go into the Greenwald Forest and head through there, or you can kind of head east a bit and go to this town and cross on the bridge, whichever you prefer.
Best would probably be to cut through the forest in Greenwaldshire.
You reckon that will probably slow you down a bit,
Yes.
but it'll... Okay.
But it is safer.
From what, if I may ask?
Right. Who could we possibly be trying to not be spotted by?
I mean,
The
You got-
king's forces and patrols that
I mean,
fill
yeah,
the fill the country.
That is a thing, but they would just see travelers traveling. It wouldn't necessarily.
But if there's someone sent out to try and find us, or who might recognize us, then there's a lower chance of them seeing us here.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, in that case, so obviously, like being in the Greenwall Forest will slow you down a bit. But are you going to like head southeast, so you eventually emerge from the Greenwall Forest and then like travel south along the edges, or are you going to try and cut through Greenwall Forest?
Can you remind me exactly where we're headed again?
Just you know, it's somewhere south of the Swift Foam River, inside the Greenwall Forest.
Right, somewhere south. Okay, I guess we will. I think the best way might be to. To go like to stay in the forest, but go like right out to the edge here, to cut as big of a berth around Fillmore as possible.
Right. Okay. So you probably emerge around here-ish from the forest.
I don't think we would actually leave the forest, because we don't want to go into the town here either, because they would recognize us.
Okay.
So we would stay like right here in like the just like the first like outermost bits of the forest, and then try and stay hidden as well as we can as we cross over the path between the town and Fillmore.
I see. Well, in that case, this obviously slows you guys down a lot. Like, you probably don't even get that far into the Greenwall Forest that is south of the Aviary before night descends. And you guys make camp once again. And can anyone who's choosing to keep watch make another round of perception checks?
Hell yeah.
What
I
checks?
perceive fuck all.
Perception?
Your character's been rolling really low, Travis, because I rolled a 4 for them before.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Should I just go back to sleep?
No,
Yeah.
Wake me up when Arvier's here.
just be more awake. Stop staying up
Yes,
so late.
You can add something.
Anyway, so you guys spend the night, and being like deep into the Greenwall Forest, there's obviously a lot more kind of noises and that as things move around. Like you hear things shuffling around in the forest and all that, but they tend to give you a wide berth, and nothing really appears to come of it. However, can I get? Yeah, I get 3 of you to roll me a d20. Someone misses out. Actually, no. Let's get all 4 of you rolling a d12. That'll do.
Woo!
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, right, okay. I missed Toshi's one. So. Alright. God, this is really making this fucking difficult. So, yeah, like, you wake up in the morning. By the way, if you bother to mark down those levels of exhaustion, you don't have those anymore. Sleeping in much warmer, much more comfortable conditions. You guys just, like, you get relatively good night's sleep. You get, relatively comfortable. You're able to like cook food, warm, nice warm food, all that good shit. As I quickly try to find a thing. Quickly roleplay as you travel along. Actually, no, I actually found it pretty quickly. It loads. I'll do. So you guys like travel along through this forest, and probably like again, Doshi's probably the first to pick up on this. He's always been the most aware of this. Like you hear the sounds of things moving through the forest, and birds flying, fluttering, and all that stuff. But you suddenly start getting a bit more intense, like more birds suddenly sound like they're fluttering and flying. You hear more kind of shuffling, and then it suddenly goes quiet. Is that there's no more things around you guys. Shortly afterwards, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, you guys stumble into a clearing and see that.
Oh, great. Kobolds. What will we do?
A fuck ton of kobolds, and they all look prepared for you. They look as organized as kobolds can get, which isn't very, but still, they're trying. Give them a break.
I will give them a break of their neck.
Oh, so rude. It's poor kobolds. And yeah,
Break of their skulls. My arrow goes through it.
They like ready spears and like slings and fucking tiny stone knives and shit. It looked like they were waiting for you guys to arrive. And can everyone actually I can set up now. Can everyone roll initiative? As believe it or not, combat's about to ensue.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
I know.
Kill me.
Find it.
I'm gonna put my own combat music on.
I've got combat music. Give me a fucking second. I need to find it.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
no,
music's
like,
shit,
I
though.
know you've got combat music. It just sucks.
That's
Yeah,
rude.
it's terrible.
What do you mean?
No. It's on. We're being honest. It's terrible.
I can do different fighting music. Thing is, like, this isn't an
If
epic
you
encounter, so I'm not
Barbie
giving.
girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you do legitimate fighting music, but you play fucking Barbie Girl, pumped up kicks, and
That's not the fighting music. What are you on about?
I don't know. I fucking listen to your music, man.
This is like the fighting music. What's playing now? Hopefully. Why is it? I can't hear it.
I cannot hear it either.
I can hear it.
Muted.
Hang on. I'm gonna pause and play it again.
I literally can't.
Oh yeah, it's very quiet. There we go.
This isn't terrible,
Yeah, it's not.
but it's not my type of music, unfortunately.
No, but it's just like generic combat music for something that isn't an epic encounter.
Yeah.
These are kobolds.
Oof, that roll.
Anyway, and I'm just going to.
This here's some proper combat music.
Fantasy fucking weeb.
I mean, what can I say? It's fucking good music, though.
They got a
I'm
12.
going to proceed to play Pirates of the Caribbean music.
If I'm honest with you, this is proper battle music.
What I'm listening to, or what you guys have posted? Okay, what you guys are posting.
Y'all are fucking geeks.
Anyway,
A Metallica cover of Star Wars Imperial March? How is that not battle music? Like, let's be honest.
Ghost, like, you kind of emerge from the tree line and you see this, like, fucking squadron of kobolds ahead of you, and you are the first to react. You've been expecting this fight for a while. Like, I know you have.
I will step forward 30 feet.
Isn't that pretty much all he has to do in the
Well,
character's dead?
Yeah. I step forward 30
will-
feet and they fucking die.
They all just die.
They look at him and their eyes just fucking melt.
I will take out my longbow and shoot at the two furthest away.
I see.
I want them to come to me faster.
Oh, God.
So the two back here?
They're not the furthest away. These guys back here are the
Alright.
furthest away.
I didn't even see those.
There's more.
Well,
I know.
I'll shoot at those.
Let's see. Yeah, they both hit. Oh god. That's one dead. Oh, they both died, believe it or not.
I can't believe it.
I know, right? When it's their turn, they're literally swarming you. Do they have pack tactics? Oh, they do! Good! Is that everything? Is that your turn?
Actually, no, not quite, because I will then shift.
Okay. And now that's everything, I take it.
That's my turn then.
Alright, I end my turn. Mycelian.
I'm gonna move up to right here.
Alright.
Be on his flank. And let me measure real quick. Got here.
I think you guys had fireball.
Okay, so
I had a fireball
I
on
can
that.
basically hit everybody except for the back two. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna target this guy right here and this guy right here.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna go bang,
That
bang,
hit. They both hit.
bang, bang.
Alright, I'm going to tell you right now, you can't not kill them.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
I
your dex
know.
bonus is enough to kill alone. Oh my god, that first person who got the sneak attack damage. Oh.
Absolutely obliterated. Just
Yeah.
evaporated.
He no longer has an upper half to his body. He's all leg. Nothing but
My
leg.
kind of person right there.
Yeah. Greg, it's your turn. By the way, speaking of Greg, who has the stones? Who has what stones?
I think he has all of them except for the necromancy stone.
Okay.
No, I think Greg specifically has the necromancy stone.
I have the necromancy, and I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does have the necromancy stone too. Yeah, he has. Yeah, I think he just has all of them.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think he has all, because he can only use or gain the benefits of 2 at a time, I think. I said
Oh,
that?
then
Oh,
probably
yeah,
the
but
necromancy.
we only have
and-
to. Well, oh no, we also have the conjuration stone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I don't have that one.
yeah. I think he
I
has the
think-
necromancy and the abjuration.
I
Right?
think Mycelian has the conjuration stone.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that all you have? I thought you had more than that by now.
Well,
no,
we
because
also
we
have
gave
the
the
evocation.
we gave the
I mean-
invocation back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miss Real has the evocation stone, which he also had to start with.
Yep, and that's it.
Hmm,
So yeah, he's
okay.
got the necromancy and the abjuration. So whatever he wants to do with that.
Okay. Anyway, Greg, it's your turn. Anyway, Greg, it's your turn. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. It's actually it's quite loud. That dash is really quiet.
To attack if any kobolds get in range.
Set him up. Alright. That will happen.
That's a smart move right there.
It is, in fact, their turn. So, just straight off the bat, what's the movement speed actually? 30 feet. So, who's within 30 feet of you guys? Not a fair few of them. Basically, all of them along this plane.
Yeah, basically, I think all of them
Yeah.
from this line here.
Yeah, you keep that there for me. So, here's your opportunity attack. Go for it, Greg. Not opportunity, held action attack, whatever.
Hold on, I need to do Valeria.
And I'm just gonna like drag kobolds down.
If any of them attack me, I'm pretty sure I can attack them back. By the way, let me just double check that.
Something like that ish. You can make a nice perfect square. Well, not perfect square, but yeah. That doesn't hit. This kobold comes running at Greg. Greg swings his mace. The kobold ducks underneath and goes stabby stab. Actually, Fuck, actually, before like this group would have run in, but it doesn't really make a difference. This force up here is going to pull out slings and start pelting you guys with stones. How many is there? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15, 16. Sargasti's probably a bit far away from them though, so just like 5 each, and Doshi gets an extra one. So let's see, sing +4. So first 5 onto Mycelian. Let's see, +4. So does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
All right. So you take 2
What's
hits.
the dog doing though?
Greg is the next one.
Wait, can you roll the damage first, though?
I will do that at the end.
Okay.
I'm gonna see who hits who. I'm assuming like a 22 will hit Greg. That will be all that hits him. So 2 of them hit Greg. Okay, does a 16 hit Doshi?
No. Also, a reminder that they have back tactics.
That's for melee, I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, it isn't actually apparently. But I said that this would have been before the group of them like ran up to surround you, so I'm just not gonna move them back. Does an 18 hit though?
18 just hits.
Okay, so 2 hits against Mycelian. Oh wait, no, don't you got one more? Because there's an extra guy. Doesn't matter. So 2 hit Mycelian, 2 hit Greg, 1 hit Doshi. What are they rolling? Ooh, a D4 +2. So 2d4 against Mycelian, +4, so 10 bludgeoning damage against Mycelian. The exact same roll against Greg.
Wait. Hold on. Okay. Wait. Aren't 2 people supposed? Oh, wait. I see what you did.
Yeah. And then old Doshi only takes 4 points of damage.
Okay, well, I'm gonna uncanny dodge the 4.
Yeah, okay. So you only take
So
4 points of damage as well.
So I only take 4 points of damage?
Oh wait, no, uncanny dodge halves it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it
it
has.
only halves.
Okay, then yeah. So you take. Oh fuck me.
That's why I
would
said.
be
That's why I was like, "Can you roll mine
7
first so that way I
damage.
can do."
7. Yeah, 7. You take 7 damage.
That's why I was asking you to roll mine first, so I could use my uncanny dodge, so we can math that out easier.
That's fine. We matched
That's
that well enough. There, you take 7 points of damage. Greg takes 10. Doshi takes 4.
Greg takes 5 because he's got the abjuration stone.
Oh fuck yeah, he does too. Oh, that is a strong stone. Oh,
Yep.
I have regrets. Anyway,
He's got stone stat, Greg.
Yeah,
that
the
is
tank's
true.
not meant to be carrying that thing.
All right, and now the pack tactics kobolds. So, oh my god. Yeah, we'll just like do 3 of each on each of you. Was why not?
Right.
They
They
all have
don't have
advantage.
advantage against me
Why not?
because I am shifted.
Uh,
It's at the bottom.
Well, shift Oh, that's bullshit. All right. Well, first 3 against
Heightened
Mike
senses.
Kellion. All right. So I'm assuming there's 2 hits there because it's plus whatever.
Yeah.
Plus
The
4 as
19
well.
and the
Yeah.
17 are already above my AC anyway, so.
Perfect. Yeah, so we'll roll damage after that and make things easier then. So you take 2d4 plus 4 then, in total. So you take 11 points of damage this time.
Even including having the 4?
You can only do that once per round, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can only do that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because it's a reaction.
Yeah. Next up is Greg. 1 hit.
Yeah,
Just
one hit.
for one. So you take a d4 plus 2. So 5 points of damage, halved down to 2.
Yep.
And then finally, just 3 flat roll. Oh! Crit,
Okay,
right?
I mean, a crit.
But I'm assuming
An entire crit.
I'm assuming a 15 doesn't hit though.
No.
Only 4 points of damage anyway. Fuck me. And yeah, this fucking
You know what
like
would be funnier? If that was halved.
yeah. I'd have been annoyed.
I mean, the best part is they haven't even removed my temporary hit points yet.
Oh, good. I was worried, like, when you guys rolled all those numbers, you had like 20 something kobolds. I thought, fuck, that's a lot of actions in a single turn. This might be. No, it's not too much at all. Anyway,
Oh, we haven't even started yet.
yeah, that's their turn. It's these, like, backline of kobolds just fling this flurry of stones at you guys, and then this, like, advanced. Is Vanguard the front or the back? I think it's back guard, isn't it? Or is it front guard?
No, Vanguard's front.
Front,
Yeah.
okay, then yeah. And this vanguard of kobolds just rush forward. Greg like swings. He makes one of them, just ducks under, and then jumps up, and they all start stabbing, doing very little damage, but they're there. It's the thought that counts.
They're like thudding into the chainmail.
Mm,
It's just bruising.
They're giving us like paper cuts.
yeah. Saga City, though, it is your turn.
I'm gonna sit back and watch this one.
Okay. Sure. By the way, the little crab that we keep forgetting exists, I think we named Axonite after the artist, is here and can do things if you order it to.
Well, he would be in my
I'm
scar
watching over
pond,
him.
right?
Oh, yay! You put them in your star pond, that's right. Well, they're out now, because why not? They want to be out.
They crawled out.
Yeah. Oh, I meant that when you sleep.
Just
It's like you
tell
feel
them
a
to go.
crab crawl over your face while you sleep.
I'm telling the crab to go hide in a bush.
No, I got it. I'm looking after him.
Sure.
Okay, that's good.
It's kind of like crawls up on top of Saga City's head. It's just relaxing
Like I
there.
said, he just like whips out a lawn chair,
Mm.
like one of those foldable ones.
Yeah, perfect. Canvas chair. Yeah, there's a glass of lemonade there as well, because why not?
This is
Doshi,
my lazy day.
it's a day off.
All right.
I'm gonna just start
I
cheering them
pull
on.
out the great sword,
I'll
and
record it
I
with my
just
magical-
start.
my magical
from-
vlogging stone.
You're on
He's
Twitter, but
live
literally you
streaming it.
grabbing a bird.
And I'll just start from one end and go to the other. So I'll start down here.
Yeah. More
Okay.
rum.
Wow, okay, that's a nat 1. Cool.
And
Good
That
start.
misses! Oh my god.
That doesn't miss though.
It doesn't.
And it's dead. Just
Yeah,
mark
So,
it off. Don't even.
he's
Yeah.
dead.
He's dead.
Then I'll
literally
make
can't
an
kill
attack
it.
with my bonus
Or can't
action
not kill it.
because I kill something.
Yep. You did kill something. It's
Yep.
dead.
That's another kill.
What's the
And
lowest
then
amount you can do?
I'll action
Yeah.
search
Okay.
and make another 2 attacks.
That's another dead. You have to roll a 1 or a 2 to miss. There we are. You
And there we
almost
go.
killed all of them within your reach, but you missed the first
Yep.
time. Alright. Any movement?
And I'll just step forward, like
Okay.
around here.
Sure. So you don't get any opportunity attacks. You can't let those kobolds hit you.
I don't know. Just gotta stay in reach of them. I'm not done.
Mike Ellion, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna pull out my saw blades and I'm gonna target these two right here. I'm not gonna throw them. I'm just gonna wield them, so they're not gonna disappear after this either.
Yeah, that's fine. Like you'd have disadvantage if you were to try and throw.
Oh man!
Only 1 hit.
And I obliterate it.
It did very much die. It did do a die.
Well, that's it.
All right, Gregory.
I'm gonna attack at this one.
Okay.
Stage left.
Stage left.
It's a 15 hit.
Oh my god! Why? Is that a spell slot or is that?
That's spell slot, yeah.
What a waste of a spell slot!
It's
What a waste!
Oh my god! It's dead. It died.
It just turned into a pile of mush.
Oh my god! Why?
You just reach out and Thanos it. Just turns to dust and blows away.
God, that's excessive. Any
It
bonus
is.
actions?
No. That was one off. Oh no, the D10s, not D8s. I thought it was one off max damage.
Oh, fucking! It was good damage though. Holy shit!
Yeah,
The
like
thing is that
Flake
that's not
Wounds
what
is
it's meant
like.
to do. But
What level spell is
Flake
that?
Wounds
Right.
deals. That's a
Forever.
first level spell.
Wow.
He said it was level 1.
Oh, that's fucked.
And Flake Wounds does so much damage.
It's
That-
so
If I can
good.
get that on my warlock in the other game, I'm going to.
I mean, it's a first level spell slot, so you would be able to get that already if you could.
Yeah, it's a cleric thing.
It's fucked
Well,
up.
I think I'm pretty sure there are ways for warlocks to get it.
I mean, there's feats
Yeah,
you can take
I
that would
think
allow you, I
there's-
believe. Way to
Yeah,
learn
yeah,
spells.
like
Take something
like
from
if not just through the class, then through feats.
Actually, yeah, I think there's like a law warlock or something that gets to choose spells from any class.
Yeah, that's if you get
That's not-
the Pact of the Tome.
Yeah, that's the one.
Which is what I have.
Well, there you go.
Okay, let's just bring in all the kobolds. All of them. Just surround
Bring them.
every square inch of you guys. And have backup kobolds afterwards. In fact, like this little kind of small
I would
battalion.
say you missed a spot right here.
This small battalion of
Great.
yeah, of kobold. So 4 of the kobolds are just gonna fling slings at Doshi. Does a 16 hit?
No, my
Hey.
AC is 18.
Well, the one that rolled 17 will hit. He deals a
Yes.
D4 plus 2. Take that whole 5
wow.
points of damage.
Okay, they have removed my temporary hit points.
We're about to get into like the meat of it. Okay. So I'm gonna do like the bottom 3 against my Kellian, the like 4 above that onto Greg, and then the 8 onto Doshi. I'm gonna start with Doshi.
Yeah, I was gonna say start with
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, what did we get? No crits, which is sad. Got 1 hit there. Your AC's 18, did you say?
Yeah.
So that's 2 hits, 3 hits, 3 hits. All of that for 3 hits.
Nice.
All of this for a drop of blood.
Okay,
So that's
Thanos.
14 points of damage.
Incredible.
The next 4 against Gregory. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's. Is your AC 16, Greg?
18.
Wait, you
18 as
you
well, so
didn't
you got-
roll advantage on those attacks against me, did you?
I did.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
I did actually. Fuck. Alright, I can. Does that make a difference? It doesn't actually make. Oh wait, I need to roll scroll higher. No, it
I
does
think it
actually
does.
make a difference. It does actually, because 2 of the hits were because of advantage. So you only take 4 points of damage rather than the 14.
Cool.
Fucking hell. That shifting is bullshitly broken. Oh.
I mean, it's good when you're in a fight that utilizes pack tactics on 20 mobs.
Yeah, that's correct.
But like outside of that, it doesn't do that much. This is probably the worst of the shifting variants.
So we actually do have 3 hits against Greg though, so that's nice. Dealing a total of 12 points of damage. And then finally 3 against old, as a name, Mike Kellyan. So what's your AC, Mike Kellyan?
16, so the 14 and the 16 hit.
Yeah. That's so only 2 hits.
Yeah.
Dealing a total of 10 points of damage. You can use your uncanny dodge thing though
Yeah.
to halve, so that would be 7 points of
8
damage.
points.
7.
8. 8?
7.
7? Okay.
7. Because it halves the bonus as well, yeah.
Alright.
It's this kobold battalion just kind of rushes forward and just surrounds you guys on all sides and starts manically stabbing, barely getting past Doshi's temporary hit points, barely doing any damage against all of you, but they're trying. They will have their revenge in this life or the next.
They'll
Saga
have
City.
no lives.
Hmm.
What's a kobold? Always a kobold. They'll die like they lived. Useless.
Wow. Weren't we all?
Yeah.
You going to do anything,
Really
Saga
not that
City?
wrong.
Who's going to continue to watch?
Roman. Roman.
Uh,
You want to do anything, or are you just enjoying the show?
I'm rooting you guys on.
All right.
I'm clapping.
Can we get advantage for his inspiration and kindness?
Does it make a difference?
No. Nope. So I'm gonna roll with advantage because it doesn't fucking matter.
Sure. You have Saga City in the background, like cheering like a cheerleader,
Woo!
using the crab as a pom pom. Just waving a crab above his head.
Holding the crab by the claws, just shaking it back and forth.
Yeah,
I've got the team flag waving back and forth.
yeah.
No, I just imagine the crab is doing the crab rave dance on his head.
Perfect. And that inspires you to. I'd like add a D4, but I think it's in this combat, adding a D4 for inspiration would be no different than having advantage. So yeah,
No.
have advantage. Go for it. That's just Mike Kelly who has advantage though, because he's the only one that could probably see it through this mass of things.
Yeah, and also I'm facing towards it. They're probably not.
Eziel.
All right, another swing.
Oh boy, here I go killing you again.
Oh,
Yep.
all right. One.
Any particular one you're
two.
targeting first?
Oh my. No. You know what? Your choice.
Just
But
that one.
another natural one, though.
If only you had the advantage. If only you were watching the crab.
Yeah. Well, bonus action, another attack because I killed something.
You did kill something. That's dead.
And you killed something again. You don't need to roll
just
the
be sure.
damage.
Yeah, no, you
What do
physically
you mean
can't
just
not
to be
kill it.
sure? You
Physically
literally
can't.
can't. You
They have
physically
5 health. 5.
Oh wow, yeah, I literally can't not kill them.
You could roll a 0 and still kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Anything else?
All right. I will laugh maniacally.
I mean, you only killed 2 this time. I wouldn't get a bit cocky there. For good reason,
I mean,
but still.
yeah, that's
Why
eight.
can't I
That's
kill
8 in
them?
total.
Breeze.
Yeah. Mike Ellion.
What language do these fuckers speak again? Infernal, right?
Nope.
Draconic.
Do you think they would know
Or
common?
common. They do.
I'm just gonna tell them to fuck off, or they're all gonna die in common.
Fuck. Let me think of their response.
And while I'm
They'll
saying
just-
it, I'm going to attack them.
They'll just like scream like, "For our tribe, we will end this threat." As they
And
attack
as
you.
they're speaking, I slice two of their heads off.
You do that.
While, like, mid-sentence.
Oh shit. No, whatever.
And then, we'll just turn and look at the other ones.
Alright. Gregory.
Gregory. Does that hit?
It does, yeah. This is excessive.
I love it.
I'm guessing State's left again?
Yep.
Just... Why?
As another one's dusted, I would just turn and go, who's next?
Like, you dust the first one, another kobold like jumps up, like stabs at you, dealing next to no damage over the pile of dust, and you just dust that one as well. It's like a growing pile of dust to your stage left.
Glorious.
Alright, it is their turn. These manic kobolds are just going to like run in, fill the gaps. They can't fill all the gaps now. There's finally enough kobolds dead for there to be a gap. Alright. We'll do 3 against Mycelian, 3 against Greg, 8 against Doshi again. So start with Mycelian. They have advantage. Only 1 hit. In all of that.
Is it though? What's their bonus?
Plus 4.
Wait,
Okay.
against who? Against me?
Mycelian.
Oh, right. Okay.
Only one of those hit.
Yeah, I said all this. Dealing
Oh, I
only...
wasn't paying attention. I thought you asked me.
No, nobody pays attention to the DM, which is,
So what? That's 3 damage, right?
4 points of damage.
Oh, is
Unless
it's. I'm
Yep.
using my uncanny dodge, so
then it's only 2.
okay. I thought it was 2 plus, or I thought it was a 2d or a d4 plus 4, right? Or is it a d4 plus 2?
D4 plus 2.
Oh. Dumbass.
Alright, the next 3 against Gregory. That's 2
almost
hits.
3 hits.
Good for them. So 7 points of damage, halved down to 3.
3.
Fuck's sake. And slash is it space D whatever? Let's see if that works. There it is.
Yeah.
HD20 against old Doshi. So that's 2, 3, 4. 6 hits. 6 out of 8. Not bad.
Nice.
That was some
That's
good
actually
rolling.
not that bad.
That's really good rolls.
Yeah.
Pretty good right there. And 3 of them were almost crits. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's yeah, nice.
Impressive, young fella.
64 plus. What did they get?
You're not as useless as I thought you
Plus
were.
12. And you take 25 points of damage.
Incredible.
Not
That's
actually.
That's actually pretty good. If that
Yeah.
was me, that would down me right now.
Really?
If that was me, that would down me. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm on 21 right now.
You're weak as fuck.
Go these
I'm a
kobolds.
rogue. What? I have 48 total health. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Of course I'm weak as fuck. I'm basically an assassin. I'm not supposed to be this close.
Actually,
Then why are you?
Because they ran at us.
we did.
I mean, you ran at them.
Yeah.
I closed the gap from the front line from like 65 feet to like 35 feet. It was not that close. They just surrounded us. By the time I could move, every time that I've had the available like chance to move, I would have to take an opportunity attack, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah, it takes
Disengage as a bonus action.
You can't do that, yes.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Although,
Well, I'll do that next round.
although he'd need the gap to be able to leave because you can't move through an enemy square.
Yeah,
Well, I
Sure.
have the gap now.
you do have the gap now. Alright, so I'm guessing Saga
Alright, I didn't
City.
do the gap before,
Oh, wait, no,
so.
You know, that's it, yeah. So I'm guessing Saga City is going to once again just be on Twitter this turn. Watch YouTube,
Oh, I told you.
We're
I'm
logging
recording
it,
the
remember?
vlogging. Okay,
phone.
I was
Big
picturing-
difference.
YouTube, which is just like you have a like you find like a hollow log, and you're just watching that.
Hey there, guys. I'm back today again with another massacre, courtesy of my friends here.
Oh
It's
god,
a real fucking bloodbath.
there's a lot of blood and dust.
I'm
We've got
wondering how
headless
much longer
kobolds,
this is gonna
kobolds cut.
take.
We've got kobolds cut in half. We've got kobolds that have evaporated. We've got headless kobolds.
No, she's just in the middle, just covered in fucking blood and guts.
Some of the dust is sticking to you.
Thanos, yeah, Doshi's just snapping his fingers. Thanos snapping all the fucking kobolds around him.
No, that's Greg. Greg is Thanos snapping.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, he really is just.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Mm.
Fucking just- Can we just add that for flavor? That's actually just how he uses the spell. Is he just snaps his fingers?
Yeah, you can. Like 100%. Of course you can.
That would be so great. It's his
And
choice.
The
but-
reason that sometimes it misses is that I accidentally Thanos snap some civilian somewhere.
Sure.
That'd be so fucking funny.
The spell accidentally becomes too powerful and like fucking quadruples the range. You just hit someone you can't see like
It's a
miles
touch
away.
spell.
There's a
Yes.
happy family out there, and then
Yeah.
out of nowhere, the father just disappears.
That's
No, I
right.
was gonna say, imagine a husband and wife are making love, and then the dude just fucking gets Thanos snapped.
Oh, that probably happened in the MCU.
It
yeah.
definitely did.
Uh,
I think it's probably physically impossible for it to not have happened.
probably, yeah. Anyway, it's your turn
Like,
again.
Mathematically, there was an
Right.
orgy
Well-
going on somewhere.
That would have been a very disappointing
You're
end to that
gonna go
orgy.
killing again. 1,
Oh, I just do love killing.
2,
You actually
and
killed.
3.
You actually finally killed all three. Which like side do you want removed?
I'll take the right side.
All right.
You really don't need to roll the damage, to be
You're
honest.
Oh no, I do it for me.
just like
That's understandable.
You don't
I
have-
also do it for me.
you got that classic anime thing, like where you just you draw your sword from the sheath and then in a single instant swipe, just cut 3 of them in half.
Yeah, like actual like EI jutsu.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
that
think
is.
I have to roll a 3 or
EI
less. to
jutsu
miss.
is specifically the art of drawing your sword.
Sure,
Okay.
you weeb. I want to make fun of
The,
Belton for being a weeb.
The heating's just turned on. It's
Nice.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kill this one and this one real quick.
You
Bang! Bang!
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
I'm rolling the crit first.
Why do you always roll the crit second, though, whenever these things happen?
I don't know, man, but I'm rolling the crit first.
just how his bot works.
Oh.
It just explodes.
Oh.
I don't think there could be a
43.
violent enough death to describe how this thing dies.
There really isn't. It's 8 times, more than 8 times the health.
You just
Holy
remove it from the timeline. It
There
was
was a
never
crit
born.
in the
Yeah.
There was a crit in the sneak damage. There was a crit in the sneak damage.
Oh my god.
And there was a crit in both damage types. No fucking way.
Yeah,
But
that's how it
unlikely.
works.
You rolled 8d6. Odds are you're going to get 1 max damage there.
Yeah, but I mean the fact that I got, it's oh my, that's fucking horrendous. That's terrible.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
worst part is it's not even close to my max damage.
There's you kill that kobold so completely, all memory of its existence is gone. You think you only hit twice. Oh, sorry, once.
Yeah, the kobolds don't even remember.
That's right.
That's so rough, dude.
Just
can't even-
removed
you know what?
from the timeline.
I killed that kobold's spirit too. He can't even be reincarnated. If reincarnation's a thing in this world, he can't even be reincarnated. He's gone.
Is reincarnation a thing in this world, you say, after having revived people multiple times?
Well, I mean reincarnation in the sense of like you getting like turned into like a different like thing, not revived from your body, like to your current body. You know what I mean?
It's there's an afterlife in this.
Yeah, like reincarnation
for
isn't
him
an
there is.
afterlife.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, this kobold doesn't get an afterlife.
No, he
it
does
doesn't
not.
exist anymore.
Nope. Little shit.
Gregory,
That's great.
does that make up for that time we
Good
create
mist with
an
the mist
illusion?
becomes plasma.
Oh yeah, that's fucking fantastic.
Okay, good.
I mean, I still should have hit that at the very least, but, you know.
Oh my god,
Oh man, one
just-
more and that would have been a crit.
you're just burning spell slots.
I am, yes.
And it's funny. It's
hilarious.
honestly funny.
It is
Pile of
incredible.
dust just keeps growing and growing. Oh god. Just
I'm getting like
you know what you're
just, like,
doing,
big
right?
cakes of dust mixed with blood on like all over me.
You know what Greg's doing, right? He's bad guy finger snapping. It's like as kobolds keep coming, he just keeps clicking his fingers and like that kind of like Grease movie, just like tough guy finger snapping. And they just like come running one after the other.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh god. See, Greg's not even fighting. He's just he's got like a tune in his head and he's like clicking his fingers along to it as they just die.
Or maybe it's like Colonel Mustang.
God. He's got spark clubs. Anyway, so we'll have
Except as necrotic flame.
So 2 against. They'll rearrange themselves so they get pack tactics, sure, which is basically that, and then we'll have 2 against old Gregory. No, 1 hit, dealing a whopping 4 points of damage, which I'm assuming you halve down to 2 again.
Yes. It's permanent.
No, this was Mycelian.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could have sworn you said Greg.
I might have, but I meant Mycelian. I was
You
working
did, in
like,
fact, mean Gregory. Or, I
Um,
mean, you said Gregory.
yeah, I meant Mycelian. I'm working like down upwards. I'm never gonna start with Greg. He's in the middle. But this one is
I
now
thought it
Greg.
was Strange.
Doesn't hit Greg.
Wait,
And-
only one on Greg?
Oh yeah, they have advantage.
you're-
Sorry, they have advantage. Ooh, it does hit. Dealing 6 points of
Wow.
damage, half back down to 3.
Yep.
And then 5 against old Doshi. They want Doshi dead specifically. Only 1 hit in all of that,
Let them try.
and only just take your whopping 5 points of damage. Oh my god!
Alright.
Well, Saga City just keeps vlogging this massacre. It's you know what this is? It's like the those videos where people like record themselves speeding or whatever, and then get arrested because they've just recorded themselves doing a crime. It's
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
That's what Saga City's doing. It's recording you guys committing crime, and you guys are going to get arrested for it.
We're not really committing
Is
crime.
it a
They're animals.
crime?
Are they
It's
really people?
It's pest control.
Yeah.
Speaking of pest control, Azael.
Dochi's turn.
Yes.
You
So
just
my
call him
first attack will...
Azael?
Yeah, especially the tone order says Azael.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. That's weird.
Yeah, okay. I don't see his name, so it's
Anyhow, I
if I can
will
fix
make
that,
the first
actually.
attack against the one that just hit me.
I assume it dies. Just, let's see.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I don't know why it says that actually.
I want to flavor it as like I just grab its throat, lift it up, and just like squeeze it.
Sure. However you want. That's 1 dead. You have 2 more
Alright.
attacks, I believe.
Yep.
That's a hitting. And only just with the last one. Is you just take out 3 more
Yep.
quote unquote
That'll just
people.
be the entire left side.
Oh, I did the top. Oh well. Sucks for you.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Yeah. Their formation's crumbling. Only now is the formation crumbling.
bang,
just like-
bang, bang,
I-
bang.
You no longer have
They're dead.
advantage. That's only for 1 turn. Or I could be a dick about it as
what?
well. Yeah.
The crab hasn't stopped dancing. I'm still inspired.
What?
It's cute.
Whatever. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, it does
It
actually.
does,
One of them would have
it's dead.
survived. One of them would have survived if I took that away.
Yeah, but you can't because it's the crab overrules the DM.
I don't think so.
I
Greg,
do.
is he going to dust another one? You no longer have a stage left. Doesn't matter, you missed.
Oh my
Some
god, he just
poor
Thanos snapped a civilian. He just
Yeah.
Thanos snapped a civilian. Oh god.
Some poor family somewhere.
Greg's
Just-
like, I felt the spell activate.
Yeah.
Greg's just like, I felt it activate.
I click my fingers and I just frown. This
it's-
snowboarder's just like shielded itself.
Yeah.
It's like the scene.
Just wet
like, right,
himself.
it's like right when Iron Man he steals the
Yeah.
stones, and Thanos just standing there like nothing happened.
Hmm.
But something did actually happen this time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. 1 against
It
old
was like Thanos,
Gregory.
snapping himself.
Oh my god!
Oh
What a way!
Woo!
God!
I wasted one of those. In fact, let's be honest, they were both wasted. 8 points of damage, half down to 4. Oh, it's so sad. Only doing 4 points of damage on a crit. Oh, and Doshi.
Nothing.
Hey, no
1 hit.
advantage.
Yeah, no, that's both of them.
Oh right, it's 2
Separately.
attacks.
So
Yeah.
1 hit, dealing also just 4 points of damage.
Incredible. They have
God.
gotten me just below half. Oh wait, no. They got me below half a while ago.
Oh, good.
I know math.
Actually, so Greg, are you bloodied as well?
No.
So Greg and Saga City are the only 2 that aren't bloodied. Speaking of which, Saga City, gonna swoop in and steal the kills, or he's gonna continue vlogging?
Nice.
Tab,
We'll take that as a yes.
Ezael, or Doshi, whichever you
Well-
prefer.
I prefer Doshi, obviously. That's my name.
Yeah, but you
Doshael.
One
chose to go as
attack.
Ezael for a while. Dead.
And 2.
Dead.
And the last one as I move down.
Lives. Bitch.
Oh my god.
Not for long, though. Uh-oh.
No.
Not for long, though.
Yeah, it's dead.
It's dead. It's dead. Okay, cool.
And it's like, you see, like, from the kobold's perspective, you see, like, this, you know, obviously kobolds are short. You see this towering, fucking, just, you know, scarred up cat man just carving his way through, like, all these kobolds. He turns around, cuts down the last 2, strides towards this last kobold, and just brings his sword down. But just in a pure. By the way, this was the one that fucking Greg failed to snap. By the way, he just brings his sword down and just slam would have just absolutely split this kobold in 2. But he just raises his like dagger and his shield above his head and uses both of them to catch the blade, and it holds. And you just see this kobold like classic anime style, like just grinning when like he's able to block this super powerful attack, thinking he's the main character or some shit, and he just grins and looks like he's gonna do like an epic, you know, again anime style counterattack, and then Mike Young just throws a blade at him and kills him.
Doesn't even know he died. He has no idea.
Yeah, just collapses.
He's just like, wait a minute, I was smiling a second ago.
Yeah, and now he's in heaven. All kobolds go to heaven,
No,
Except
they don't. They go
that
to
one
hell.
that got removed.
apart from the one that
Yeah,
no longer
except-
exists.
For the one that got but
What?
you know,
what
he got
kobold?
so removed, we don't even know that he got removed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, Delta? I don't know if it's a kobold. Anyway, that's that's the end of combat.
Well, I've got to go AFK for like 5 minutes again, so
I actually need a pee, so now let's have a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll be back soon.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, quick break.
You'll still be on like the stream voice thing, if you care.
Yes. So how have you been, Dak? Good talk. Ooh. Hmm. Oh, that's probably Roman gone. Yes.
That was nice.
Oh, nice.
What?
Still on the classic saying the same thing back in a aggressive tone. That's the word.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
it was smart.
Well, neither did I. And thus, we have something in common. We are now brothers.
Who missed me?
Hello.
No one.
No one.
Everyone missed me.
I
No, I said no one.
Not a single thing hit me, therefore everyone must have missed me.
What?
That's what
Yeah.
you think.
Yep. Think about it. Think about it. Oh, I got myself some food
mean,
as well. Oh, for God's sake,
nothing-
kitten!
I
He does it a lot.
Nothing attacked you because you're the DM. I mean, if anything, you took a lot of hits.
Mm. Just sat on my cat. My cat has this habit of when I go sit on my seat, of like diving onto the seat before I can sit down, and so I just sit on him.
Yeah, it's just a bit.
Well, I'm telling
suicidal.
you gotta start throwing your cats.
No, he's alright. Good.
Man, I could do with some food.
This is just leftover chips from charcoal chicken.
Nice.
Anyway, let's turn off the battle music. Actually, that's still going.
Oh. I
Mm.
keep it muted.
Why do I bother having music for you lot? I literally have it just for you guys.
Well, I have better music.
I
What?
made this for you.
I can't use your Final Fantasy music because I'm streaming, and that shit's copyrighted.
Well, that's just too bad.
Unfortunate.
Anyway, well, let me move the stream back.
Your stream back.
Oh, yeah, I think my stream might have gone down. Let's find out. Oh no, it's still fun.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's. Oh no, it's gone down on my end.
Refresh. You're fine.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Anyway,
Up on my end.
fucking no longer doing music for you fucking ingrates anymore. Last night, instead of going to bed, I actually went out of my way to look for more fucking background music for you guys as well. Fucking sucked.
Background music for the stream.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, is that
Ah.
you don't need to do it for me or Delta.
Yes, for you guys.
For Travis.
That's just
or
ingrates.
Probably even for Roman.
You guys are just ingrates. Anyway, let's carry on, shall we? So, going back to the map, so we can see where the fuck we are. That's right. You guys you're still traveling down south through Greenwall Forest. And yeah, that attack probably happened like in the morning, like an hour or two before midday. And it's probably a bit after midday where you come across the road that cuts through the Greenwall Forest between Felmore and the town of Felmore.
Right, we need to make sure that we do not get spotted by a patrol. So,
Let's sprint across the road as fast as we can
Mm.
and cover our faces.
I am already covered in blood and gore.
Do you not wash off the kobold?
Of course, I mean, there's not really anywhere to do it.
Yeah, there's no sources of water nearby.
Wait, is this the same day?
Look, yeah, it's the same day.
Yes.
You can find water. Also, where did Roman go?
He said he had to go get ready for work.
Oh, I was not there.
He said it in the chat.
Yeah, but I have OBS up, so I don't get Discord pings.
Well, you're stupid. What are you gonna do about that one, buddy?
I didn't hear you.
I said, well, you're stupid.
This is true.
Oh, I love that gif.
Anyway, brain needs to work now.
No.
It does.
When does your brain ever work?
Yeah, so you guys have come across this path and what have you. Are you just gonna casually walk across? You're gonna stealth? You're gonna sprint?
Yeah, we'd stealth for the fuck of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Doshi seems to be concerned about
well.
not being spotted, so
Well, I think we should just go across however best way we can without being spotted.
Yeah, I
In my
think
case,
it's better. It's better to
I'm gonna
just
stealth.
sprint. For me, it's better to just sprint because I have disadvantage on stealth.
I rolled a 5. You rolled a 4.
It was never going to be a good roll. There was no way it was ever going to be a good roll.
So,
well, I'll stealth anyway for me, Doshi.
all right.
Stealthy running.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Better at stealth than I am.
Yeah.
That's pretty stealthy for running.
And so you guys you stand at the edge of the clearing. You look both ways as if you're crossing traffic, making sure there's no guards or people coming to or fro. And when you see that nobody's there, you quickly dart across, and you continue making your way south through the Greenwall Forest. It probably gets that was after midday, so we'll say it's mid-evening when you make it to the edge of the Swift Foam River. And do you plan on camping next to the river for the night, or do you want to cross and travel a bit further?
I'll camp on the river. I think it's the best option for me.
I think so too. It's always nice to
Yeah.
camp on the river.
The other side. After we've crossed.
Oh, okay.
That works too.
Well, that raises the question then of how the hell are you going to cross?
Swim.
How wide is it?
It looks pretty narrow right here, if I'm honest.
I mean, the map's not overly to scale. Because think about it.
But you see where the arrow's pointing? It looks horrendously narrow right there.
I see what you mean. Yeah, no, it's not terribly accurate. But think about it like this: the travel from Loftport to whatever the fuck this town that I can't point with the arrow is. That's a day's travel on horseback. So, if we were to put it to scale, that river would actually be quite wide for a river, but it's not to scale. Yeah, it's probably not ridiculously wide. You could throw something to the other side with ease.
I'm just fucking. If
Alternatively,
we can't stand in it,
I
we'll
could
just
swim
swim
across
across.
with a rope, tie it on my end, tie it on their end, and the acrobatic people can acrobatic across.
The thing is, though, it is, with its name, a fast-moving river. So, you guys can all tell that you would have to be a very strong, very confident swimmer to make it across without just being swept away and bashed by rocks.
See, now you're just making me want to do it more.
Okay.
Well, I'm an 11 in acrobatics, so I think I could
Wait.
swim across it pretty well.
Just
No,
a moment.
athletics for swimming.
Just
Eh,
a moment. Because we may have someone who can deal with this very easily.
We all look at the crab.
Get in there, bitch.
Crabs actually aren't good swimmers.
Nope, they're terrible. They are
Hmm.
horrendous. And
Yep.
that's the funny part.
Well, I'm gonna start moving it across. I'm gonna
Okay.
take off my backpack and everything. I'm gonna grab
What
some
what
rope.
what was your plan first off, Delta? What was your idea?
Well, we could have been lucky that Saga City had the ability to run across water, but he does not have that ability yet.
Have that? No. So yeah, I'm gonna take off my backpack and everything. I'm gonna
Take your armor off too.
I'm gonna tie some rope onto a tree so that I can tie it to another tree on the other side when I get there. If I get there.
Fucking Greg just dies.
Athletics check.
Are you actually going to go for this? Not,
Yeah.
think of other things you might be able to do.
No, this is what I'm doing.
Okay.
We're gonna watch Greg just get swept away.
Yeah,
by the fucking water.
it's not going to be easy. As I said,
And my rolls haven't been good.
no.
Are you really certain you want to do this? This is like
Yes,
you stabbing
I do.
Mesriel for the stone, man.
I know. It's great. So what am I rolling?
To swim across would be athletics.
Athletics. Normal roll?
Yes. Be grateful you don't have disadvantage. You son of a bitch!
Oh, yeah.
You just see Greg just tie this rope around his waist that's already tied to a tree. He fucking swan dives into the river and just powerfully and confidently just fucking swims across, does not lose an inch of ground to the river, and then just emerges on the other side, ties it off. You guys are fucking golden.
And I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's like Ian
use
Thorpe.
my. Do I even need to use my acrobatics check to go across, or can we just go across?
Now that Greg's tied the rope, you guys just hold onto the rope and you pull yourselves across with the rope or whatever.
I'm just walking across the fucking riverbed in my full plate armor.
Yeah, essentially. The water gets fairly deep as well. It probably gets upper chest, lower neck region, but yeah, you're lucky you're holding onto this rope.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm sparkly clean when I come back up.
just
I'm
Greg
gonna go back across the rope and pick up my gear from the other side.
Yeah. Just Greg swimming across like he was Ian Thorpe. It was impressive.
Except Ian Thorpe swims in still water.
Yeah. I assume that he, being one of the world's greatest swimmers, he would still be good at swimming in a river.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm not a
I've
fucking...
never seen it.
I'm assuming he'd be better than the average person. Let's go with that.
But yeah.
And yeah. Jesus Christ, just so fucking lucky. The DC for that was 20.
I was like, whether I succeeded or failed, it was going to be good.
It was. Holy shit.
Glorious.
And then and you guys camp on the south side of the Swift Run River for the night. Just Greg drying himself up in the what little sunlight is left, which seems it's behind mountains now, isn't much.
It's a fire. I assume there's a fire.
Could I be a prick and say you take a level of exhaustion though?
Why?
Between the hard swimming and the cold clothes, and the fact I'm a prick. Nah, I'm not that mean. But yeah. No, you guys. The question is though, who's taking watch? And is it everyone again?
I mean, I'm always taking watch because I'm vibrating my ass off coffee beans.
I very specifically wasn't asking Mike Ellion. I know Mike Ellion always watches. The creepy is.
I'm vibrating too much to see anything.
I'll
you vibrate so much you actually knock yourself out.
Yep. Brain damage.
Vibrate like into a rock.
Wow.
He no-clips himself into a rock.
Wow.
Wow.
I gave you guys my roll power.
Yeah.
I donated it to you.
So, Doshi takes like the second watch. Greg takes the last one. I think what Doshi especially would notice, being the one who normally notices this kind of thing, is you don't think there's any kobolds near you. Believe it or not.
Believe it or not,
Like,
likely not a lot of kobolds in this area.
yeah, like the past week
Man.
or two, like you've been like seeing glimpses of things watching you or hearing like rustling in trees or what have you. Nothing like that stands out. Like sure, there's like nighttime animals, but you can tell the difference that this isn't anything that's watching you or anything like that. They're just like passing by. And
I mean, they can probably smell from like a mile away that we've killed like half their entire population.
no, like it's not like kobolds avoiding you or anything like that. Just there's none around anymore. I wonder what could have happened to them. And
It's nice.
mm,
It's nice.
and Greg, like you didn't notice it as much as Doshi in the last like week or two, but whenever it happened, he'd normally point it out to you. And and now they've had this big fight, you kind of like being curious as like whether that's all of them or not. You kind of keep an ear out as well, and yeah, you don't think there's any kobolds anywhere near you.
Nice.
But yeah, you guys, you wake up in the morning, and Greg, you actually notice that your shirt, which like you hung up on a tree branch or whatever, is still wet.
I would have dried it by the fire, though.
Yeah, that you're right. Like it's weird. It's still wet though, but it's warm from being near the fire, but it's wet.
What about my clothes?
Yeah, like, everyone's clothes are still wet. Like not like really really wet. It's you kind of expect them a bit more. It's like a single wet patch on like all your shirts.
That's weird.
Mm.
Should have cut it out with my my dagger.
You just have this like massive hole in your shirt,
I mean, how big is the hole? Like, how big is the patch of wetness?
like a fairly decent size, like cantaloupe size, like a large cantaloupe.
Where's it at? Is it on my back or my front side? Like,
Roll a d4. It's on the front, like roughly like where like your chest, sternum, kind of is.
Is it the same spot for all of us?
No, like if you guys all care about the specifics of the spot, you can also roll d4s.
now is this my armor or is this my just clothing?
Clothing, not your armor.
Hey, I'm gonna cut it out.
As you start
Yes.
cutting it, Mike, like cutting a hole in your clothes, you hear giggling, Michaelian. Only briefly. You hear giggling. And then, like, quickly goes to silence again.
And then I'm gonna throw that cut up patch into the fire.
Fair enough.
I just want to see what happens.
I mean, it burns. It dries and then burns.
I just had a feeling that it might have been like a monster or something, you know?
Like
So,
a wet mimic.
yeah,
Oh,
something.
I
don't
should
know.
do that. I should get like
Baby's
something to.
slime.
I should get something to like sneak into like your guys' camp or whatever, and replace all your belongings with mimics. Perfect.
Fucked up.
It is.
But, yeah, no. I mean, I figured if it's not my armor, it's not going to make much of a difference.
Wait, where have you guys left your horses?
Pulled them over.
You pull them over the river.
Yeah, horses can
Yeah,
easily cross a river.
I mean, this is a fairly
Not
deep and
really.
fast-moving river.
Yeah,
Wouldn't-
horses are
if-
generally taller than people.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
I was
this was
gonna say, if it
quite
was
a
up-
deep river.
Crossing rivers, they've got thin legs and large bodies. They're not
Yeah.
good at crossing rivers.
They're a bit top-heavy. We'll just gloss
Oh.
over that and say you guys managed.
If they get help,
Hmm.
like they
I
can cross a
carried
river.
my horse over the river.
But more like you pull it.
I put
Like
him on
you-
the rope and slid him across it like a skateboard grinding up half pipe.
Yeah, we'll just gloss over that. And we'll say, like, once you had a rope established across the river, you were able to add more or whatever the fuck you needed to do to help the horses cross. Like, you got a second rope going across, so the horses stand between the ropes. You hold on to the upriver rope and the horse's reins to kind of help keep it steady. The downriver rope kind of pushes against the horse if it stumbles, keeping it upright. Some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
it would not be overly difficult.
It'd be time consuming, but it could be done. Sure, why not?
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, let me roll a d4. Okay. Greg, can you make me? No, this will probably be a passive perception, so let's not worry about it. So, as you guys break camp and you saddle your horses and all that, and go to take off, Greg kind of jumps up into his saddle, sits down, and then he starts floating ever so slightly above his horse.
Huh?
Yep.
Greg, you're floating.
That's quite impressive considering my weight and armor.
Yeah. What's the thing, do you look around in surprise, like you didn't react at all?
No, I'm just holding onto the reins, floating.
So, I'm just imagining, you hold onto the reins, and it's your arms now stay down, your back half of you starts floating up, and so it's horizontal with the ground, parallel with the ground.
I'm being pulled along like a helium balloon.
Yeah. Sure. Anyone else who wants to can make a perception check. Or investigation, either. As you hear yet more giggling. Only briefly, though.
There is something strange going on. Be on your guard.
Anyone gonna look or investigate,
I'll roll
or
an
nah?
investigation.
Sure.
Mm,
You don't have to
yeah,
if you don't want to,
same.
but
Actually,
Is it?
insight
Can
was
I
perception.
roll perception? Maybe.
I said investigation or
Yeah.
perception.
Didn't catch that.
Both of you will notice there seems to be a faint amount of glitter or shiny shit on Greg's saddle and now on Greg's ass.
Hmm.
You guys do anything or just carry on?
Goddamn pixies.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
They gasp, and then you hear a gasp. What they? You just hear a gasp, and yeah, that's it.
Show yourselves. We have no time for these juvenile pranks.
Is that all?
Yep.
Yeah. You guys, you start heading further south. You don't know exactly where you need to go from here. You know, it's somewhere south of the Swift Rome River. So, probably start making nature checks, I suppose.
Alright. Or survival, maybe?
Yeah, I suppose. Why not?
Then I will reroll.
Oh, you. Anyone else?
No,
So,
good.
I was on the phone with my mother there. What's going on with these pixies?
Nothing like Greg started floating, and there was glitter on his ass and on his saddle seat, but you guys just took off, and Greg's just sort of kind of holding to his horse and floating like a helium balloon.
Are they following us, or?
Greg said out loud, like goddamn pixies, and you heard a gasp when he said that, but that's the last you've seen or heard.
Damn. I was gonna shoot them if we still saw them. I was just gonna fucking shoot my short bow at them.
Wow.
Yep. I don't fucking like pixies. They're rat bastards, they're annoying, and they're fucking pieces of shit.
So rude. There's like,
Yeah, well, they're fucking with
Kelly-
us, so I'm gonna fucking put an arrow in them.
does Mike Kelly say any of this out loud?
Yes.
Wow. Good to know. I'm sure that won't come back to bite you.
I don't give a fuck.
My word. My word. Don't mind me as I just flip to the monster manual. Alright.
Hey, we only got a half an hour, so make sure you squeeze it into a half an hour.
Yeah, no, I think well, if Goshi's the only one who's going to be like looking around this area, trying to find where you're actually meant to go specifically, you
Oh
don't.
no, I'm gonna look around too.
Alright, we'll make a nature or survival check.
Nature.
Yeah. So, you guys spend days in the forest, and after maybe an hour or two, Greg eventually just falls back into his saddle, crushes his own nuts. It hurts.
That's the worst.
But you spend probably a good couple of days just searching around the area, but nothing else strange seems to happen to you guys again. Seems as if the pixies were saddened by your lack of humor and left. Yeah, guys, hang on, drinking. Yeah. So you camp out for another night. Then you continue looking around the next day, just kind of slowly making your way a bit further south. But you go east, you go west, you go wherever you can. And after the end of the second day, you still don't find it. But on the third day, about mid-morning, you're searching around, and Mike Kelly, probably the first thing he notices. Actually, I was going to put you on a forest thing just because. The
No
first
reason.
thing just something to look at. You might recognize this map.
Oh wow! Strange case of deja vu.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I feel like we were just fighting kobolds here or something.
Everyone knows every part of the
Man,
Greenwall Forest
And
looks like
before
every other part.
that, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I feel like we fought some fiery dragon over here or something earlier.
Look, there's the scorch marks.
What?
But This patch of the Greenwall
Can I
Forest,
eat that or rub it on my face?
this Greenwall part of the Greenwall Forest does actually have a slight difference that Mycelium is the first to notice. You guys kind of, just looking around yourselves, and it is Mycelium who, the first one that actually looks up a bit, and when he does, that despite the fact that it is spring, as we established at the start of this episode, one of the trees, their leaves are going brown and yellow, as if it's autumn. Just one tree out of all the ones you can see.
Guys, that tree's dying over there.
That's weird.
Can we throw my soul blade at it?
I shouldn't be doing that at this time of year.
I'm gonna throw my soul blade at it.
You throw your soul blade at a tree, it does 0 psychic damage, it's a tree.
I just didn't know if it was like a Trent or something like that.
I don't know anyone named Trent.
Well, I'll go over and
First off,
and
yes, you do. Second off, what?
inspect it.
I don't know them that well. I've met them once or whatever.
Yeah, but you know that they exist. So
I
you know them.
I know people named Trent exist. Yes. Anyway,
I'll try and inspect it.
it looks like it is just a tree, and its leaves are
Alright.
starting to fall down.
I'll try and pick up the leaves.
They're dead leaves.
So,
They look beautiful. Autumn's a very pretty time of the year. Oh, sorry. Fall, because the leaves fall down.
That's true right there.
Fucking idiots.
He's not wrong.
It's like calling
Spitting
winter
nothing but
snow.
facts.
Is there is there anything on the ground around it? Does the ground look any different?
No,
From-
that's the thing. There is
Anywhere?
fresh spring grass growing around the base of the tree.
Hmm.
Can I climb the tree?
You're a rogue. You do not need to roll. You just fine roll anyway. Whatever. You scale it, lightly, and from your vantage point, you can see a bit further west from where you currently are. You think you see a couple more of these autumn trees.
Strange.
Mm.
Is there anything
Oh,
different inside the tree? Like in the leaves, or is there any nesting, anything?
No, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm sure there's insects crawling all over it because it's a fucking tree in the middle of nature. But yeah, no, nothing unusual.
Insects.
This is how you get ants. You just say that there are some.
hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
climb
let's,
back down the tree, and then I'm gonna kick the tree.
It makes a thudding noise.
There has got to be
I'm
something
sitting
wrong
on
with this
my
tree.
horse. Just.
I'm also gonna mention the fact that there are multiple trees around that are like it in the area to my party.
Well, not
members.
around, very specifically, further west.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. Wait a minute. They're west. Can we head towards the location of the next tree?
You can.
Can I climb that one again?
Yep, and you see a few more trees, again, further west and slightly north. That
Are they in a line?
very, very, not a straight line, but yeah, you reckon if you continue to head west, there appears to be getting more and more of these trees.
Let's keep going that way. Keep following the trees. Keep climbing each tree that we come across to see which way they keep going.
And
I suppose that'll be it.
you don't spend very long doing this. It only takes probably an hour or two. But you keep following this kind of vague path, and it doesn't take long for my turn to figure out I don't really need to climb these trees. I can just we're at the next one. We continue heading west. You can, it also gets to a point where you don't need to climb anyway. You can see the next ones, they become frequent enough. And then you eventually emerge into this clearing, and directly in front of you is just like it looks like a series of trees in a line have grown, but they've grown like so closely together, their trunks have started to meld together to make a solid wall of trunks. And the leaves of which are all autumn, yellow. Well, not all of them. Like, there's a few that are like, most of them like an autumn, orange, brown. There's a few, green trees in there, and there's a few without any leaves whatsoever. But they just make like this kind of solid wall
I'm
of
gonna climb
tree.
it.
That's the thing I was about to say next. Like, just with the trunks kind of melded together, you can't really put your arms or anything around it, and all the branches are really, really high up. You can't climb this wall.
Can I create a lasso with my rope and try and hook onto one of the thicker branches up at the top?
Or you can look slightly to your right, and you'll see there's like a gap where there aren't any trees kind of growing in, and like the kind of overlapping branches high above kind of create this archway.
Man, if only the DM had mentioned that earlier.
If only the players would stop cutting me off. If only.
Well, you're presenting it like it's a problem, and I'm trying to solve the problem.
I'm describing. Let me describe my beautiful world.
You could have described that there was a hole in the wall, and on either side there were thick walls that couldn't be climbed.
Nah, but I prefer my way. It's more natural. Because
All
like the first thing your players would have noticed, like this solid wall of trees, because it's very unusual. Just like this solid wall, like these trunks have kind of melded into each other. But
Shall
yes,
we walk through?
you can.
All right, I'm gonna walk through.
Um,
Come on, guys, let's go.
and as you walk through, you first thing you notice, actually, it gets a bit colder.
Oh,
You're down at the bottom of the map.
my!
Mm. And yeah, kind of walk through, and the first few trees on the other side, like in this kind of essentially a corridor thing, appear to be like these, spring trees with new leaves and that. But you walk further forward, and the trees shift and become, more these, God, I'm joking, more of these kind of, reddy golden colored leaves of autumn. And then you walk further forward again, and like as you're walking further and further in, it's getting colder and colder. And then it's like there starts to be frost starts appearing on the ground, and the trees other sides no longer have any leaves, and they're just like covered in frost themselves, like a winter in most countries that aren't Australia. Bloody evergreens everywhere. That's the end of my description.
I will
Well-
ready my sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my soul blades.
Okay.
I'm gonna step one step forward.
The ground goes from like it's being a fucking D&D map thing. It's a lot. It visually looks a lot harsher than it is, but yeah, it kind of like slowly transitions from like lush green fields to kind of more, dead grass with like a lot of bare earth patches in between.
Alright. Slowly move forward.
You guys kind of move forward very cautiously, but nothing happens.
Is Greg just not gonna come with us?
Do I just need to sprint ahead? I'm gonna sprint ahead.
You can do that. Yeah, like you step onto like the frosty, icy
Yeet.
grass. Nothing happens. Yeah, you make your way to the end of the hallway. The one time you guys don't sprint ahead was like the one time you could.
Well, you yelled at us at the last D&D
Yeah.
session.
Don't get me wrong. I actually really appreciate it. I spent a lot of time making this map. Like, I couldn't find a token of autumn leaf trees that had a transparent background, so I just had to find one and then just edit out the background, which is fucking annoying to do with all those little gaps between the leaves. But I did it. So I spent a lot of effort here. So I thank you for taking the time to appreciate that. But yeah, you make your way like through these kind of dead trees, and you eventually, and like all along like this corridor, it's much like the walls outside, where the trees have grown like that closely together. They've melded into like a solid wall, and you eventually emerge into a room where, again, like same thing. These, the walls are made of tree. The first thing that obviously grabs your attention, though, is very much the white dragon, who was originally curling down, but as you enter the room, it kind of stands up in front of this, massive dead, frost-covered tree. This stone kind of crossroads, I suppose you'd call it, although it's not really, a crossroad. Underneath your feet, or either side, and all like in the corners of the room, appears to be like ice, as if it's a frozen lake. On the far side, you see a massive wall of ice that it blocks. It covers like the wall of trees, but you can see that there's a gap in the trees, like the one you've just emerged from. But the ice covers that as well. And to the left and right, you see yet 2 more gaps in these trees where you can go on. But again, the first thing that captures your eye is this white dragon that stands up before you all. Whoever you are, leave now. I can't do a dragon voice.
Whomever you are, leave now.
That's more of a female, like a feminine dragon voice as well. Yeah, but like,
yeah,
I can't do
we're not gonna
feminine
try
and
that.
I can't do feminine at all. But I also can't do feminine and dragon combined. Whoever you
Anyway.
are, leave now or die.
Excuse me, can I talk to you for a second?
No, leave now or die. And she takes a threatening step forward.
Listen, we just need to revive our friend. He's a little dead.
So a choice: do we roll initiative now, or do we end there for today?
If we're gonna be rolling initiative, I think we'll just leave that until next time.
Yeah, we can leave. It's a nice cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Will the dragon let Arvir be revived, or will they have to kill this stupid bitch? Find out next time on Dungeons and Dragons.
Brilliant. You need to do all the outros like that from now on.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I will say one thing, like, you guys have seen dragons before. Like, you saw that dragon fly overhead however many weeks ago. This looks smaller than that. It doesn't look like a particularly large dragon.
Now we're gonna fuck this little shit up probably then.
Like, it's large in the sense that, in D&D, its scale is quote-unquote large.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's not huge.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I got some health potions. We're all full health. We're all ready. We're all nimble and ready to go.
That you are. Yeah.
And we've got our super tank, Doshi.
Yes.
And Greg, apparently. Takes half damage from
And
everything.
Greg, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, that's me.
Oh, my phone went off. It scared the shit out of me. Oh, yes, an NBN technician is visiting tomorrow. That's like the fucking 6th time they've told me.
They really want you to know.
They do. What's really annoying is, like, the first 3 times they told me was they were telling me for last week, and then it just didn't happen. So, bastard. Anyway, that's why we'll end it there. We'll be playing, it has a name, Banana Cardano in a couple of hours. Is Asher going to be awake for it? That's the real question.
Do I have to buy something to play that?
I'm going to be honest, I don't think you should set up. We can just play Banana Katana next week if you like, and just not play D&D.
I mean, I would like to fight this dragon next week, if I'm honest. Maybe we can fight the dragon for like do a short D&D session, fight the dragon, and then go play Bandana Katana for the rest of it.
Wow.
Yeah, we could do that.
I
I
don't.
just want to fight the dragon.
I suspect that it will take more than one session to clear this dungeon.
For just the dragon?
Why would you think it's just the dragon?
Oh my god. I'm
Anyway.
just saying, we fight the dragon. If we kill the dragon, then that's where we stop and go play.
Oh,
Bandana
that won't
Katana.
take long at all. That would be like less than an hour.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah. I mean, if you really want, you can stay up, Delta. It's up to you. We're going to be playing via tabletop sim.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guessed as much. But do I need to buy some DLC for it?
No, it's a free thing, but I'm pretty sure as long as because Travis is going to be hosting, so as long as he hosts and has it, I think it's fun. We can deal with it then later because it doesn't take long to download. But yeah, another alternative we can do is, in fact, let me stop recording and streaming now. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.